Welcome to the Handy Dandy Andy channel. My name is Andrew. I'm your host. This is my brother Carl. And today we're going to show you how to use this adapter for a propane tank for the bottle. And we're going to use the bigger tank to fill up the smaller tanks. Well, what's one reason why we'd want to do this?
Well, cost effectiveness. It is incredibly expensive to buy those green bottles. They are roughly $10, depending on where you're buying them, versus filling one 20-pound versus 1 pound. This is $20 to fill, or about there. And so the cost is great, especially if you're using these for lanterns and stoves and things at your camping leisure and stuff.
And the adapter is pretty cheap. I'll put a link in the description, but it's about $10 for the adapter. Okay, one thing I want to show is there's this release valve right here. That's going to be really important. That release valve we're going to pull out, and that's going to help equalize it and make sure we get the tank all the way full. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put the adapter on. The main valve is off on this tank.
So the valve is still off. We'll just thread that green bottle on. If it doesn't line up at the top, like right now, it's here at the bottom. So I'm just gonna keep rotating, and it turns the entire assembly until I get it at the top. Okay, remember your propane bottles can only fill 90% for safety reasons. So there's expansion room.
So now we're opening up the valve, which is starting to fill it. And then we have some forceps here. And we kind of shaved off the end of the forceps. That way we can get it in there to fill it out a little bit. Let's zoom in on that. I can focus it. There we go. So we're going to do this until we start seeing the liquid propane coming out.
Okay.
There we go. We saw that burst propane. So now we know we're done there. Now we're shutting off the main valve.
It is important that this is done upside down so that the liquid is what goes in.
And we twist it off.
Okay, I can hear a slight leak. So just by helping re-secure, the leak will stop.
You're just pushing it down.
I'm just pushing down. Now it's stopped.
Yeah, just gotta push it. And so what you're saying with having this upside down, as the propane itself, the liquid is heavier. So
right, the liquid's at the bottom, and it's transferring not just the gas portion, and that way you can get a full bottle.
And this is about 90% full now.
90% filled.
Yeah, so in just about a minute, you're able to take something, instead of costing $10 to way less. And it's pretty safe, pretty easy to use. You just need some forceps. Now, what did you do on the end of these to make it easier?
I just used a grinder and just ground the tip just a little bit so they fit in there easier. You could use a file or other means to kind of make them smaller. You just have to find a pair that fits. The curve on the forceps is nice because I can get in there without coming in straight, which has a lot of structure in the way with the other tank. So this was a nice thing to have, the curve.
Okay, well, thanks for checking out this episode on Handy Dandy Andy. Now you're ready to go camping.